Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. Hope you're all having a great day so far. I'm sure it's very early in the morning as you're watching this. Maybe not, maybe it's later in the day. Hey, if you guys aren't a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I'd love to have you here all the time. And on your way out, please don't forget to hit that like button because it does help the channel. What are we going to take a look at today? Well, today we are taking a look at the Ray Laconico design, the Artisan Sirius. And this is a fabulous knife. Now, as with all Ray Laconico designs, the handles are very, well, the whole knife itself has a very simplistic look to it. And I really like that. I like it because of as I've always said, the rectangular handle shape always lends to any hand size. Now, maybe you have extra giant hands, bigger than Mr. Therapeutic Edges, and it may not work for you. However, in my findings and with all the knives that we have, I believe that the rectangular shape really does lend to any hand size. And that's what I really, really do like about it. This is just an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous knife. And I don't know if you can see that red as well. You can probably get a decent look at it. But isn't that just beautiful? So the Sirius is an S35 VN draw point blade with a beautiful satin finish on there, which is a little bit dirty. I will wipe that off. You can get a good look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. The handles, now these handles, oh my God, I am so in love with these. These are a double red coral micarta. Is that not just absolutely gorgeous? Their micarta, to me, has always been done really well. It feels really good in hand. It is, for lack of better description, it is not too textured, but not untextured, not too smooth, I guess would be the way that I want to say it. You know, I'm a big fan of jimping on my knives. I don't feel like this needs one because, again, their micarta is done right. It's done really well, and it just feels really good. It's got just enough in there to really give you that texture. Of course, you do have the fuller on the scales, which always kind of leaves you a little bit of grip. You know, not a whole lot, but it does give you that little bit of extra in there, which is always really nice. Now, this is a liner lock, as you can see. It also is a front flipper, or you can deploy it with the thumb stud. Now, it's only a one-sided thumb stud, so you're only going to see it on the one side. I actually cannot front flip this one because it's a little bit big for me, so I can kind of half deploy it and then get it out. But I have not been working on my front flippers either, so I will get back to that one of these days. So as I said, you do have one thumb stud. It is a right hand tip-up carry knife. I suppose you could reverse this. It does look right or left-handed. And I believe the thumb stud is reversible. So you could have it on either side, which is always nice. It does run on ceramic ball bearings, which makes it very, very smooth. It's got a great lockup to it. It's very, very smooth in every way. It's very light. I love that about it. Let's look at a couple of the specs on this, and we'll do a little comparison here. You are looking at a 3.5-inch blade with just about a 3.25-inch cutting edge on this. Your handle, or your closed length here, we are looking at 4.5 inches. So your total overall is going to be 8.4. I'm trying to not hit my cut on my finger. Your overall is going to be just over 8 inches. You know, just a hair there. And, you know, measuring on my mat, it says just at 8. Either way, this is a great knife. It is 3.18 ounces. So, pardon me. That's really light. That's a good size. That's a good weight for this size knife. As I said, you really don't need the jimping. Artisan tends to do their clips really, really well, and I do love that. They're always a nice low profile. Pardon me, you guys, I'm still sick because I'm filming this, so I'm a little bit froggy. My voice is a little bit deeper, and I'm kind of choking here and there. But This clip is not a hot point in any way whatsoever. That has been my biggest thing. I talk about that every time. I mean, this feels phenomenal. Now, your lockup on this is going to be about, we're going to call that, and it is harder to see in this light, but we're going to call it about 40%. Not bad at all. I mean, just, you know, the blade is centered nicely. It flips so smoothly. I absolutely love that. For those of you that do like your lanyards, you do have the ability to put a lanyard on here. And of course, back here, you do have your Ray Laconico and your Artisan Cutlery little stamp there. I don't know if you can see that or catching the light right. Let's do a little comparison in size. So we will do the usual. We'll check it out against the Bug Out, which I consider a medium-sized knife. Now, if we line them up to pivot, you can see it's really not that much larger, and I like that. We can put it against, whoops, wrong one. We can put it against the Rat 2, so you can see there that it is definitely bigger than the Rat 2, and we're looking at, you know, pivot to pivot. You can see the difference there. You're looking at about a 1/2 inch on your blade and about a 1/2 inch on your handle. And if we put an end in there, yeah, total overall about 1 inch, okay? For a larger size, let's take a look at the Rat 1. Now, as I said, I consider the Rat 1 a large size, so you can see this is definitely a medium size, and we're lining it up pivot to pivot. Your blade is going to be maybe 1/4 inch, and the same again with your handles. So it is definitely what I would consider a medium size carry. It doesn't feel super medium. I don't even know how I want to say that. It doesn't feel super medium. It feels, it's got such a narrow handle to it. And I like that. So it almost has kind of a large knife feeling to it, if that makes any sense to you guys. It makes sense to me. That's what counts, right? No, it has almost a large size feel to it, and I think it's because of the length and the fact that it is thinner. So if you want to take a look here, you are talking just over 3/4 inch in width in the handle. Now, you all know as you work with your micarta, that the color is going to change. It's going to get kind of, we'll call it a patinaed look to it. So it's going to change a little bit. It also makes it feel so much better. The oils from your hand are just going to make it look absolutely beautiful over time. And micarta really does stand up to wear. It's a great knife. This is what I highly suggest. Get it in your hand. It's great. If you like the front flippers, again, I'm unable to get this one. See, I just can't get it. God, it's just so smooth. Just a fabulous knife. And, you know, Artisan just kills it with their knives. They do such a great job. All right, you guys, I forgot to mention that this is running about $128.99. So it is definitely well worth the price for what you are getting. It is definitely going to be a knife that you will be able to use and have in your collection for quite some time. It's going to stick around, and it's going to really last. All right, that has been a look at the Artisan Sirius. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this little look at this knife. As always, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section. You know I love talking to you. And until next time, have a great one.